Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in the series between Yumiko and Sini. Unfortunately, I do not have the map for game number 2. It is a specialized version of Echo Isle, and, well, I don't have it, and therefore I cannot cast the game on it. Anyways, we are all tied up at 1 game apiece as things get underway. Yumiko on the top left-hand side of the map as the orange human player. Meanwhile, on the bottom right, we have Sini spawning as the yellow night elf. Night elf versus human once more as we are looking at things getting underway. Archers should be popping out of there in just a moment at the 2-minute mark, which is right about now. We are seeing that archer dealing a significant amount of damage, but a militia has now arrived to the party and may try and get a little bit of damage back through here. No, decides against it. Demon Hunter gonna go ahead and clear out some of these creep camps here. Meanwhile, the Archmage doing pretty much the same exact thing, but on the top left-hand side, using his early damage with the help of militia to try and clear things up. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Ancient of War ready to go. Demon Hunter attempting to take down the Forest Troll Trapper. It's going to get taken down right there. And both heroes will be just shy of level 2 as the Archmage now runs back home. Now the question is going to be, where are they going to try and get to level 2? That is a big deal. Demon Hunter now coming across the center here. On the top left, you see the Archer purposely trying to grab a Troll Shadow Priest and will be able to do exactly that. That Troll Shadow Priest is a very big part of the early army, especially against the human player, as the heals are helpful enough. Add in the Troll Shadow Priest's abolish magic, and these water elementals just become experience batteries after a little bit of time. All right, Demon Hunter mana burn. Nope, no mana burn yet. Demon Hunter now running back down. Militia going to be chasing down here as well, as the water elemental purposely trying to run away, make sure that he does not give experience to his opponent. Demon Hunter now back over here, getting in a little bit of extra damage onto the tail end water elemental. That water elemental down to 389 hit points and falling pretty rapidly. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is just able to get some easy shots here. There goes one water elemental. A second water elemental could get taken down. Troll Shadow Priest is here as well. There's level 2 on the Demon Hunter. And the Demon Hunter, Archer gonna, fire a shot off. No, that militia able to escape. However, Immolation comes through. There goes one unit there. Troll Shadow Priest trying to get a little bit of extra damage. There goes another, as we are still chasing through all of these units here. All right, that one Archer taking a lot of damage. Is it going to be able to get away in time? Yes, it will. And this just seems like Immolation did not do all that much. One very low hit point peasant, still low hit point, and able to sit inside back over there. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter picks up a Circlet of Nobility. It looks like he sold some items, as we should be getting the tier 2 already. Yes, 2/3 of the way to tier 2. Expansion has been cleared. Yumiko does have a pendant of energy down on that Archmage, and he's just going to sit here at this spot waiting for more peasants to show up and then start building that town hall. It is an arcane tower, so the Demon Hunter is not going to be able to do all that much, but I am expecting a Panda right when we get to tier 2. We see a lot of footmen right now, and with the sheer number of footmen, that Panda is going to be extremely effective. All right, abolish magic. Does come through. There goes one. There goes two. The Demon Hunter now about 2.5. Archmage still trying to retreat here, as the Demon Hunter, if he just runs in right there, if he actually had a ring of protection, which I think he had earlier, would have been able to do a lot of damage. High armor, if you surround a unit that has immolation, that is generally a very bad idea, as the arcane tower is now up. And now I do not believe the Demon Hunter wants to push through. Panda now out on the field. Breath of Fire could be coming in from the north side. And if that does happen, that is going to be rather entertaining, as we're going to look. The Panda is now out. And is the Panda going to try to get a Breath of Fire off to the north? Yes, he will. But you can see that the units are already ready here. There's the Breath of Fire hitting a little bit of those units there. But some of those footmen had already gotten out of the way. All right, Demon Hunter now trying to push through again, trying to do a little bit of a squeeze, but Yumiko is just kind of laughing this up. He knows that his opponent isn't really doing anything except wasting time, and Sini is just trying to play it safe, but he is playing it overly cautious. And if you are constantly afraid of just losing a unit, and then you can never win the war, because sacrifices must be made sometimes. All right, Panda now about to engage. There is that arcane tower getting some damage onto there. There's a Breath of Fire. Even though the animation does not reach all the way, the Breath of Fire actually goes a little bit further than the animation. I don't know if that was a physics lesson, as sometimes you can't always see the fire that is burning, or if the animators at WarCraft at Blizzard years and years ago just got a little bit lazy. Yumiko sitting on 2 bases, 42 over 54, now taking the tier 2 about a quarter of the way. Meanwhile, Tree of Ages is still at Tree of Ages, not getting any dryads yet, as the Panda trying to lead this army back home. Panda now going to get in harm's way here to try and prevent these footmen from dealing any significant bit of damage. All right, footmen now running around there. Are we going to see a little bit of a fight? And it looks like the Panda not going to be able to get up Breath of Fire. Demon Hunter now trying to engage here. And the Demon Hunter could just chase a little bit faster if he actually had Boots of Speed. I am surprised that no Boots of Speed were purchased. And that means that the Panda is not going to, or that the Demon Hunter is not going to really be able to chase down any of these units. Yeah, there is a mana burn there. Trade 75 of my mana for 50 of yours. But that Demon Hunter really needs to get higher level up if he has any plans on trying to stop his opponent. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this over here. No Warden gonna fall here. Panda gonna stay about 1.5. No, gonna get to almost level 2 now as that Demon Hunter is backing off. So Panda gonna get to almost level 2. No, it looks like that first one of the Demon Hunter was still just within range. So gonna be slightly shy of your normal 5-3-3. All right, Demon Hunter now coming in from behind, attempting to take down some of these footmen who are trying to regenerate their hit points, but that is just a no-go there. Panda now trying to turn around here. There's footmen with defend, abolish magic, and there it goes. All right, we see one hippogriff out, and only one hippogriff, unless the archers jump on there. Not quite sure what that hippogriff is for, as there's no real air unit that is a problem as of yet. All right, there's that hippogriff there, just following over the skies, keeping track of that one poor Archmage. Meanwhile, the Archmage is a bit on the run, trying to get away. Demon Hunter now following up from behind as well, as we may get a mana burn. Are we going to get a mana burn? The Demon Hunter has plenty of mana, and the Archmage does have mana to burn, so to speak. There you go. There is that mana burn there, as Yumiko now once again just fleeing back. Panda sitting at level 2 at 150 mana will be able to get off 1 Breath of Fire, maybe 2 if the Arcane Tower does not refocus on him. But instead, he's going to go after the Forest Troll Warlord 644 creep camp first. Very important for this Panda to get to level 3, and it looks like it will get very, very close. I don't know if it will get there, though, as that may be a problem. Meanwhile, Archmage taking a bit more damage from the Null Overseer here, as the Demon Hunter is now making its way back down. You can see Tree of Life has been constructed. We are going to slowly walk here and try to establish up an expansion. Meanwhile, the Panda is going to get to level 3, but he's going to be so far behind in terms of hit points that he's going to actually find it rather difficult for his next push. All right, in comes the units. You can see Dryads are already out. Are we going to see a little bit more damage here? In comes the Footman to try and take down some of those peasants, and it looks like the Demon Hunter is already right there. All right, is the Demon Hunter going to use Immolation? That would be a very big deal. Staff of Teleportation to come in, Scroll of Town Portal to get out, and that was a 1-2 combination in order to get in and out of a bad situation. In order to get out of a bad situation, you needed to get into the bad situation in order to pull yourself out of that. All right. For anyone else who just listens to my commentary, that was absolutely confusing, but Warcraft 3 players and viewers know exactly what I meant. All right, Demon Hunter now making its way back to the south here. You can see that this Goblin Laboratory has been cleared, and all that is really left to do is to try and stop this town hall from mining too much. We are getting that Tree of Life over here on the front lines, tanking a good bit of damage. And this may even things up if the game does go long. If Sini is able to keep up this Tree of Life and start building a fair number of bears, things are going to go from bad to worse. However, we take a look. Yes, one flying machine is out. Forest Troll Warlord doing a little bit of damage. There is a Stormbolt on that Forest Troll Warlord, and now the Demon Hunter just trying to get some easy shots off here. Are we going to get an Abolish Magic? Yes, we are. That Water Elemental quickly taken down, trying to go after some more units. There's a mana burn onto that Mountain King. Mountain King now out of mana. We may see a turnaround Stormbolt just because we can. as the mana burn would be coming in anyways as well. All right, Dryad trying to get away, and it looks like it will be able to get away while throwing one deadly spear at that Mountain King. Back over here, we still see the Nightcrawlers are ready to go. Panda at 3, Demon Hunter at 3. Both of those can get to 4, or the Panda can get to level 4 off of this 4 or 5/4 creep camp, I believe. But Yumiko is still just sitting on his 2 bases. And now you can see mortar teams are being added. He has a rather large army, 75 over 78. This compared to 56 over 60. And I guess there's just a lot of units that Sini has not spotted yet. You can see the sheer number of units right here at Archmage, Mountain King, and all these units here. And the mortar teams are now starting to fly back, get some extra damage. And now those units will be in full retreat again. Bears being walking across the street. We are taking the Tree of Eternity. No mastery training yet, so bears are not yet quite on the table. Dryads hiding off to the side. Perhaps they'll get a rejuvenation and be able to do a little bit more. But Yumiko now with those spell breakers will be able to spell steal that rejuvenation, and that may end up being a problem as well. If you spell steal that rejuvenation, you obviously deny the opponent to be able to heal, but you also grant one of your units their own healing as well, which can lead to a number of problems. All right, Dryad down the front line. There's a Breath of Fire. Oh, that was a big hit right there. Scroll of Regeneration. Panda needs to wait just a little bit longer. Are we going to see another throwdown there? Demon Hunter now trying to perhaps move through, and there's another Breath of Fire. There's some more damage, but the guard towers look like they will end up getting up here in just a moment. Dryad's not yet quite ready. Ancient of Wonders being added. Tree of Life showing 60 over 70 compared to 78 over 84. Demon Hunter now trying to get up into the front line and is just an absolute mess right now as he is slowed. Demon Hunter now going after some of these units here. Panda should be able to get off a Breath of Fire, but instead gets Storm Bolted. His mana is still pretty high as he is now fighting back against the sheer number of human units here. All right, Panda's doing a good job. Another Breath of Fire can really cause some problems. There's a Scroll of Healing saving some units. There's another Breath of Fire, and that might have worked if it were not the fact that there was now 5 guard towers right behind Yumiko. Yumiko knows that those guard towers, very high DPS units. No Staff of Preservation. Another Breath of Fire coming through, but this is just not going to work out well. That all of those guard towers dealing so much damage in the back. Stormbolt should be coming in, but no, not even a Stormbolt. There is the GG. Yumiko taking game number 3 and the series, even though Sini had a higher score. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.